Ladies and gentlemen, we come to you live for just a minute. Brendan Kanami and Joe Winfrey here on Metro Sports KC. The game happening in the background is the JV game. We got about 5.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We'll start pregame probably just at the end of this JV game, so we'll be right back with you. Here's about 5.5 minutes on Metro Sports KC. very pleasant good evening. My name is Brennan Kanami, and tonight I'm joined by Joe Winfrey. We'll have pregame info coming shortly here on Metro Sports KC in this week's Game of the Week. Number 2, Oak Park taking on number 6, North Kansas City. We'll take a break and be right back with you in just about 2 minutes here on Metro Sports KC. And welcome back, Brennan Kanami, joined as always by Joe Winfrey. Joe, we've got a good one tonight. Why don't you tell us a bit about both teams and what we may see here from North Kansas City?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. First of all, you got to talk about the Allen brothers. I mean, they're two of the most efficient and effective players in the Northland, in the city, in the state to be even. Averaging 33.5 points and 15.5 rebounds per game. They are lethal. There's a lot of good duos, brothers in this city, but they have to be the best efficiently wise.
And on the North Kansas City side, it's really, after losing Avion Webb for 2 games, they found out a lot about what this team was going to look like with him off the floor. They had a couple early season non-conference slip-ups, but Israel Randall and Alex Gunnels have begun to take over as that elite guard tandem that we knew they could be. And when Avion Webb is hot, again, he is arguably the best scorer in KC. And with that, we must acknowledge that this game decides really who will control the Suburban Conference.
Well, not just that. I mean, this is such a big game for not just the rankings, not just state, not just district, but the conference as well. I mean, they play everything that both these teams have to go through. They have to go through each other. I mean, whether that be the top 25, whether that be in the city, whether that be in the state, whether that be in the district, whether that be in conference, these two teams play each other. And it's always a wild one. Doesn't matter what the rankings are. They kind of throw them out of the window because this is such a big game for both teams. District play, conference play, state lineup play. I mean, this is massive.
Yeah, absolutely. And on your screen right now, you see the current Suburban Conference outlook. North Kansas City 3-0 in conference, Oak Park 1-0. But Oak Park is 11-1. North Kansas City has got to win this one today to really stay in the hunt, make it a 2-team race for who's going to top this red division of the Suburban Conference. I mean, with that, we'll get into the keys for the game tonight for both teams. First, for North Kansas City, you got to keep the Allens off the glass, box out. They're averaging nearly 6 offensive rebounds per game between each other. And North Kansas City does not have a big team.
No, they're not. They can shoot the lights out, but they are not a very rebound center team, yes. And you can tell.
And then with that, they've got to get hot early from 3. The Randall, Webb, Gunnels tandem has got to get it going from beyond the arc. We might not see as much of Avion Webb as he was out for the last 2 games. We're going to see him off the bench tonight. But Randall and Gunnels, we need to see them get hot and score against some of the most elite guard defenders in the city in Corbin Allen and Donovan Ross. Lastly, they've got to control the pace of this game. North Kansas City has been excellent all year with knowing when to hold them and when to fold them. Whether it comes to running the floor, they'll get out, they'll beat you quick, or they can slow it down and really beat you in the half court. This Brennan Scanlon team's really got to figure out how they can avoid North Kansas City controlling the pace of this game. And for them, they've got to crash hard. Oak Park, if they can crash the boards, use that size that they've used all year, and really get those 6 offensive rebounds we're used to seeing out of the Allen brothers, this really could start looking like Georgia TCU did last night.
Yeah, and they got to close out on everything. I mean, I don't care who it is. If they're wearing purple or yellow or white, you got to box out. Or you got to close out. You got to everything because they're going to shoot the lights off if you don't. Another thing and last thing, don't let NKC win the run game. If they can get hot, you're done. You can't let them get an 8-0 run, a 12-0 run, a 12-2 run. You have to make sure that it's even. They score, you score. Capitalize on every single thing you can get, and like you said, crash the board.
And with that, we'll step away for one final time. We're about 6.5 minutes out here on Metro Sports Kansas City. Brendan Kanabe and Joe Winfrey will rejoin you and send you over later to public address announcer Mr. Chris Cameron for lineups, and then finally rejoin you for tip here on Metro Sports KC.
Ladies and gentlemen, over Christmas break, the Northtown community mourned the passing of assistant dance coach Tony Iams. Tony was a graduate of Staley High School and a valuable member of the Stingers dance team. Please join us in a moment of silence for Coach Tony. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you all please rise if you are able as we honor America and those who defend our freedoms with the performance of our national anthem by the North Kansas City Pep Band. The starters for our two teams tonight. First for the Oak Park Northmen, they are led by head coach Brennan Scanlon, assisted by Josh Sharp, Jane Tanner, and Anthony Tyler. At forward is 6'6" senior number 3, Winston Allen. At guard is 6'4", freshman number 4, Josh Corey. A 6-foot sophomore guard number 5, Aiden Fields. A 5 freshman guard number 10, Adam Tanner. And the guard is 6'4", senior number 11, Corbin Allen. The Oak Park Northmen. And now, led by head coach Ed Fritz, assisted by Neil Watson and James Thornton, here are your North Kansas City starters. At guard, a 5'10", senior number 10, Israel Ragnar. A 5'11", senior guard number 11, Alex Gomez. At guard is 6'4", senior number 12, Marquand Simmons. At guard is 6'2", junior number 21, and at 6'3", senior forward number 24, Kyle Evans. They are North Kansas City Hornets.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back in here on MetroSportsKansasCity.com. Brennan Kanabe, Joe Winfrey on the call here tonight. And boy, do we have a good one in our midst. Oak Park, the second-ranked team in the Metro. Their only loss to the top dog, the Staley Falcons. And the sixth-ranked North Kansas City Hornets. We are here. We are ready. It's Allen and Bass to tip off.
And this is going to be such a fun game to watch. Northtown is starting 5 guards right now. The tallest player they have out there is 6'2". And this is going to be a fun one. It's literally just, they're going to live and
run,
die by
baby.
the three. And
We're
Oak
gonna
Park
run tonight.
are going to double their rebounds.
And the tip actually is won by
Wow.
North Kansas City, contrary to just about anyone's popular belief. Across the timeline goes Gunnels to Bass, now corner to Simmons. And a great defensive look so far, or to start for Oak Park. Allen almost got the steal. Evans recovers. He drives. Finds down low. Simmons the up and the in. North Kansas City on the board. It's 2-0 early.
Yeah, and that's just a high-risk, low-reward play right there.
But it works.
No, yeah.
Alex Gunnels guarding Adam Tanner as he passes the timeline. It goes to Allen. He's guarded by Simmons. They find Winston Allen. He's stripped away, and it goes with Oak Park.
And that is one thing about Northtown, well, especially just Fritz coach teams, is that their hands are so active. Last year,
Yes.
Dallas Whitney was so good at it, and right here, Israel Randall, Kyan Evans, their entire team, they're just so active that could really win them this game tonight.
Adam Tanner to the cup, won't go. Rebound and a follow from Winston Allen.
And that's exactly what they've been doing all year. Just offensive rebound, put right back up, get some points on the board.
Winston Allen has his first points of the night, announced as an all-star moments ago. And Israel Randall has it on the right wing. He steps down, finds Simmons. Guarded well by Corey, finds Evans back across the floor to Randall. He steps, he pulls. Israel Randall, he had 6 the other night, and he's 0 for 1 to start us here. It'll go Allen the other way. He drives to the cup, and block against Kyan Evans. Didn't quite get set. Allen beat him to the spot, and now Corbin Allen will head to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, I thought they weren't going to even send someone up, but he's shooting 2, so.
And Corbin Allen, one of the better career free throw shooters for this Northman team. And his first one is off the mark.
This might be the biggest Northtown crowd I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's 2 Northtown homers, Northtown grad and a current Northtown student. We don't see these crowds very often, but we got one here tonight. Allen tees up number 2 from the line, and it's true. 3-2 early. Across the timeline goes Gunnels. He's guarded by Corbin Allen. Simmons finds Gunnels, steps off the line, quick drive, and back out to Randall. He had a look, but Winston Allen was lurking, and he's one of the premier shot-blocking defenders in the area. Alex Gunnels behind his back, mid-range jumper. Alex Gunnels buries it.
I was just about to compliment Corbin Allen right there for such
the recovery.
His defense was phenomenal, but sometimes, the offense is just a little bit better than the defense.
Good D, better O, as Corbin Allen takes it across the timeline, trailing 4-3. The battle of the student sections ensues as Josh Corey, the freshman, off the screen. Now finds Allen, guarded well by Simmons. Simmons defended well and against Liberty a couple weeks ago as Corey's shot is off the mark. Saved. We'll say he stepped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Oak Park.
And that's really been the struggle for the Hornets all year, is this the inability to get rebounds. I mean, sometimes it's due to the lack of height, but right there it kind of just slipped out of Randall's hands, and Oak Park has a second chance for some points.
And second chance opportunities may sink the Hornets in a matchup against one of the premier offenses. The baseline out of bounds play goes to Allen. Back out Fields. It misses it all, but a rebound, and he steps out of bounds. They'll say it was on the box out, which justifiably, and North Kansas City comes up with a lucky break here early.
Yeah, Marquand Simmons kind of, just was able to kind of nudge his body into him without getting a foul, but get him out of bounds, and here comes Randall.
And Hornets have numbers. The 4-on-5 is now Josh Corey will get back into the play. Swing goes across the way. Bass lost his handle. It'll go back. Israel Randall skips through the lane. Back out. And Hornets reset. 5:20 to play in this first quarter. Off of him. Shook him to the rim. Back out. Evans. His drive. He floats it, and he got it. Kyan Evans gets through and is true. 6-3 North Kansas City.
And that was just a tough move. Being able to adjust his body, come off 2 feet, use his pivot foot that he still had, and just find a bucket.
And North Kansas City leading 6-3 in the early going of this one. Adam Tanner. Allen on the wing. He steps. Back to Tanner. They'll reset the down screen. And the offense has been kind of stagnant so far for Oak Park. Corbin Allen makes his move behind his back. His three-pointer won't fall. Allen had the rebound. Instead, throws it to Kyan Evans. Evans finds Herb Bass. Back, Randall, up, won't go. Bass on the follow, and North Kansas City's got a 5-point lead.
And not only have you told me that there's a 5-point lead, but that the Hornets were going to lead the rebound battle.
Yeah, lead the rebound battle in the first, yeah.
Wow, I did not expect this.
And a timeout.
Quick timeout here, going to just be 30 seconds.
Yeah, Brennan Scanlon will take his first timeout as we are underway. We are firmly rolling. It's 8-3. And while we're here for this 30-second timeout, we'd like to say happy birthday to our friend down with North Kansas City, Mr. Ed Fritz. It's his birthday today, January 10th. And all he wants for his birthday is a Hornet win. 8-3, they lead early. As we break the timeout.
Yeah, and a big thing for the Hornets, like we said, they haven't had a lot of size this season. But A.J. Hampton, a player that just became eligible today, might get minutes tonight, might not. But that could be a huge, huge piece for them going forward into this season. Kid out of Ashawn. I mean, just an incredible athlete, and he's right there on his bench, number 23.
The inbound goes from Ross now checking in. And Caleb Estes in the ball game as well. We've seen him kind of heat up the last couple weeks after a very shaky start to the year. He'll catch near the out-of-bounds line, make his move, and be doubled almost immediately. Ross had Corey back, Estes into the post, and then we thought this was going to be what Oak Park would look to exploit. Now Estes, his mid-range pull-up won't go. Allen on the rebound, Allen on the follow, and Allen has two. North Kansas City's got to try to keep him off the glass, and they haven't so far. Simmons up top to Evans. Winston Allen is baiting a steal up there all night. Thought he had the pull up, the great back door. Kyan Evans up, won't fall. Herb Bass on the follow, and he's fouled. Herb Bass will go to the line and shoot a pair. They're going to call it on the ground.
I mean, I wish I had to say, oh, it is? No. No, it's on the ground. They're going to call it on the ground. But a phenomenal offensive rebound right there by Herb Bass.
And Gunnels will throw in for North Kansas City. The inbounds, Evans, Bass has to misdirect, and Herb Bass.
What? I mean, just phenomenal touch around the rim right there.
And he's the leading scorer so far with 4 for North Kansas City.
I think this is the second start of the entire season.
Caleb Estes beats him off the jump, beats him to the rim, and scores. Caleb Estes getting going, and it's 10-7. Yeah, used to guarding a post. As they trap up top, now Gunnels has it. Back to Randall. He drives, lost his footing, now finds Simmons. And they'll look to slow it down. North Kansas City has been in full control of the pace so far tonight. We said they needed to, and they have. Near side of the floor. Off the screen goes Randall. He finds, Gunnels drives. Quick to the basket, up, and Alex Gunnels with the nice touch at the rim.
Just, I mean, a grown man move.
And it's 12-7, 2.5 to play in this first quarter. North Kansas City is firing. Simmons, and one. Corbin Allen.
And if those two can have that chemistry which they've had all season, I mean, this is going to be a
career
fun game. Winston Allen just kind of finding Corbin Allen coming down, and on for the Hornets is going to be, like I said earlier, A.J. Hampton.
And this is the
Simmons is coming off.
The debut of A.J. Hampton with North Kansas City. He's a transfer, as Joe mentioned, from Vashon High School.
One for two tonight, trying to go with a chance for two more.
And he got it, converts the and one, and it's 12-10. Randall has it. He'll dribble it up the middle of the floor, guarded by Adam Tanner. This one's going to be a back and forth, as these matchups have proven to be the last 3 years. Really, ever since.
Maybe longer.
Yeah, I mean,
even when
back,
Ochai was
here.
Yeah,
the Ochai-Tajani Babaker days. And Kyan Evans to the rim. He won't go. Winston Allen the other way. That's a big guard. He finds Donovan Ross. Estes back. Ross for 3. And it's air.
I know he missed everything right there, but that was great ball movement by the Northmen. Just, couldn't get the shot to fall.
You'll take that shot if you're them. And Randall will step it back out. They'll re-screen. Up high comes Winston Allen. He has been so great at that all year. Step back jack. A.J. Hampton, welcome to North Kansas City. He misses, and Allen goes the other way. Double teamed to the lane, lost the handle, got it back, up and in. Corbin Allen. What a play. And we're tied at 12.
It looked bad, and then it looked good, and the ball was on his foot. Pick it up and put it in. And a timeout here for Fritz and the Hornets.
North Kansas City takes a timeout there first. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll step away for the first time tonight and be right back with you in 30 here on Metro Sports KC. Back out of the timeout here on Metro Sports KC. We've got a 12-12 ball game in this week's Game of the Week.
And this is going to be a close one all night. It could get either way if Hornets can get hot, or if, Oak Park can just really drown them out on the boards. But so far, it hasn't been anyone's game on either side. It's just been back and forth, and that's my favorite type of ball game.
Honestly, this one was bound to be close. If we had to set a line for this game, it's not very far. And Gunnels will bring it up after a 6-0 run, neutralized the Hornet lead. He's got it. Finds A.J. Hampton now to the corner. Randall has it. Off the Hampton screen, he's doubled. High hedge goes back now again off the screen. And Oak Park has really the second most length in the Metro, second to only Staley, who has 5, 6, 8 guys, it feels like. Corner 3, Gunnels won't fall. The tip, and out of bounds, stays with North Kansas City.
Yeah, I think that hit Corbin Allen's hand as he was going up for it. And the Hornets with another chance to score.
And Winston Allen comes back in after a very brief stay on the bench. And almost picked off by Allen. They'll run the baseline flex out of bounds play to get Gunnels a look, and Tyler Parks is going to try to fight in the post with Winston Allen. He's got it up top, now finds Randall. He'll screen for him. 30 seconds to play. We'll likely see North Kansas City at least vie for the last shot if they can. A.J. Hampton has it.
Yeah, the only chance.
There's no shot they don't play for the last shot.
The only time that they won't go for the last shot is if it's just a wide open, mid-range or 3 or a layup. It has to be open, though. They're just going to, like you said, go for the last shot here.
10 seconds to play. Off the screen.
I wouldn't be surprised if Gunnels took this shot.
Randall has it. He's doubled. A great double by Oak Park, and they may have time. Adam Tanner was unaware of the clock, and we're tied at 12 at the end of one. We'll be right back with you in a quick 60 here on Metro Sports KC.
welcome back. Coming out of the first quarter, all knotted up, 12-12.
And we have decided absolutely nothing.
Absolutely no changes other than, I think, Adam Tanner.
Yeah.
On the starting. Oh, no. AJ Hampton and Tyler Parks are both out there.
Yep. And we have not yet seen Avion Webb for North Kansas City. It's Corbin Allen up top. He finds Estes off the screen and won't fall. He's 0 for 2. A.J. Hampton, quick trigger. Won't fall. Rebound to Allen. A.J. Hampton's 0 for 2 as well to start the night. Corbin Allen finds through the lane. Won't go. A good rebound by Parks. And North Kansas City showing some much-needed length. Finds underneath. A great pass. Can't finish.
Wow, I think he got blocked in the back by by Corbin Allen.
A lot of contact, and now the ball goes down the floor to Winston Allen. He drives, lost his footing, and they're going to call a foul on
Hampton, yeah.
A.J. Hampton. I mean, there's not much A.J. Hampton could have done. He slid his feet, but
I think he was there. Winston Allen just his foot slipped on the edge there, went out of bounds, but
yeah, you can't ask for much more of him on that one. It's 3-1 on fouls so far. I mean, it's not like North Kansas City is getting any impartial treatment so far as Estes inbounds to Corbin Allen.
Simmons and Bass come back on.
Back out. Josh Corey for 3 in the lead. Won't go. Parks. Tyler Parks.
Great rebound.
Yeah, and we knew tonight he was going to have to come in and play big minutes and get big rebounds, especially when Winston Allen was on the floor. And a foul against Corbin Allen. And they're calling it both ways.
Hits it.
Right. Randall hits the one that doesn't count. And Kyan Evans back to the table. Inbounds goes to Randall.
.6:45 left till halftime. No one has scored in the last, I think, 2 minutes. Maybe 2.5.
Back out, turned over, and we may have a shot here.
Showtime.
Corbin Allen, showtime, and it's in. Mr. Allen, how do you do? 14-12 early in the second quarter. And Randall looking for the quick answer. He drives, finds, and he would have taken the pass.
I think they're going to say push off.
Yeah, they're going to call it on the floor.
Corey wanted a travel.
Yeah.
Won't be called. Instead, I think it's going to be called on Corey.
Right.
Yeah, it will be. Second foul.
And here comes Mr. Webb, the 22.1 points per game scorer. His first action after 2.5 games out on injury. Inbounds goes to him.
I thought he was about to pull that.
I thought he was. I mean, 5 games ago he might have. He was on the major ticker hot streak. Randall has it.
Gunnels was there for a second.
He hands off. Webb for 3, and it's banked in.
Hey,
beyond Webb, the bank.
Bank's officially open at 7:26.
Yeah, the bank is back open at 7:26, and Avion Webb announces his return to the inn at North Kansas City.
And Evans almost with a steal there.
Allen really got close to a carry there as well, and he's got it back at the timeline with 5:45 to play. Josh Corey, the back screen set. Great defense in this possession by Kyan Evans. We knew he was going to have to play the big job, and Allen steps through. Aiden Fields for 3 in the equalizer.
Back-to-back sophomore threes.
Yeah.
Avion Webb and Aiden Fields really just trying to slug it out, and they're going to be a
30-second timeout. What are we going to get?
Gotcha.
Officials timeout for
Oh,
Winston Allen is bleeding. Yeah, bleeding out of his mouth. He will have to head to the bench. Not allowed to bleed.
The mouth clots up so quickly. He'll be back in about 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, he's going to take another one of the very, very often Winston Allen 15-second bench breaks. It's about all we're going to see him out of this ball game tonight.
Yeah, I think you have to switch Corbin on to Tyler Parks now, though. Which I really like the fact that Oak Park was playing him on Alex Gunnels because he's the only guy that has the length
to defend Gunnels.
Defend him. I mean, Gunnels can shoot almost anything. On the court.
I do still like this matchup with Caleb Estes on him though. I think that's the second best matchup they've got. And now Allen's back on him.
And Estes isn't huge, but his length, like you said,
Yeah,
Oak Park is
holding his
just
own.
full with length.
In the spin move, up, and he almost gets the and one. Tyler Park still headed the line to shoot a pair on the excellent spin move.
He's been working with his close coach, Koopa.
For Bahia, yeah, he's going to be all right. Tyler Parks is going to be all right. And now it's Parks at the line. He'll shoot a pair. He can tie it up with both. First one is true. Not a great free throw shooter, in the 60 to 70% range.
Yeah.
But he is not a bad free throw shooter either.
It's also when you compare them to Avion Webb, Israel Randall,
Right.
Alex Gunnels, and their 80 to 90 free throw
Yeah.
percentage shooters.
And he misses the second. And Corbin Allen will go the other way with a 1 point odd. And let's see how this offense will work without Winston Allen on the floor. Back up top, Estes still looking for his first, and it rims out. Defended well, and Webb has it up the floor. He's got 3, 1 for 1 for him. He looks to attack. Webb. Evans back out, and North Kansas City will look to kickstart this offense. He immediately calls for a screen. It's the Avion Webb way of life. Off the screen. Back out, looking
Ooh,
back door. Would have been a good pass.
I think the Evans pass might have been a little bit better. I think
make the easy
Estes
one.
was biting up.
He got his first. 20 to 16 as Caleb Estes, who was bound to get going eventually, finally gets his first. Back door, and Parks smokes the layup. A good opportunity to pull it within one possession, but now Oak Park on the run.
Parks has such the height and athletic ability. I'm surprised he didn't just kind of go up and just put in a soft dunk.
Warm-up dunk, they call it. And Estes, who just hit one, steps off the screen, fires over his friend Avion Webb and won't fall.
Nice
tough
hustle
rebound.
play by Corbin Allen.
And the foul, and almost the and one, but Fields will head to the line to shoot. And we've got a light out at North Kansas City.
They might delay the game for
Somebody too close to a light fixture.
No, I think they have to be keys, though. Okay, they're all
And
back
it's,
on.
yeah. We almost had a 49ers-Ravens moment, but we narrowly avoid it.
And this entire thing has happened, these two free throws, because Corbin Allen had some of the best hustle
great
play, probably
great
the
hustle
biggest
moment.
hustle play of the night.
So far, yeah. 20 to 16. Fields is first, is off the mark. Oak Park, not great from the line so far tonight.
You also wonder if maybe the fan section has anything to do with it, as most teams usually shoot pretty fairly well behind the behind the line at this court. For the maybe
this
potentially
is fair
the fact
shooting court. This is not William Jewell that one day where it seemed like teams shot 8% on the left side of the floor.
And then wow, both missed.
Yeah, both missed. It's still 20 to 16, and Randall will look to right the ship as Oak Park has really tightened up on the defensive end of the floor. Alex Gunnels floats. His shot won't go, tipped away, rebound to Fields.
They got about a 3-on-2 right now.
3-on-2, North Kansas City able to recover, and it's back now across the floor to Ross. Hands off, Estes has it, and they'll match back up. Quick switch, gets Webb off of the much stronger Allen. And with 3:05 to play, Oak Park clinging to a 4-point lead here in the first half. Off the screen, tipped away. Webb, it's a 2-on-1 break.
That was a James Harden steal.
Up, off the board, and Herb Bass on the follow. He has been excellent.
All 6 of his points have been off of a rebound putback.
And a tip, yeah. 30-second timeout for North Kansas City as they pull within 2. And things that these two teams could do to really put the hammer down. Oak Park, first of all, you need Winston Allen back on the floor.
Yes. As soon as he's able to by ref or Misha or whatever qualifies that, he needs to be back out there.
Yeah. And for North Kansas City, you've got to start to kind of get heated up from that mid-range. They've been very patient, which has been good for them. And it's not quite do-or-die time yet. But I would kind of like to see them run the floor a little bit more. They've been a little tentative in transition, which I understand in a game of this nature. But we know from dozens of North Kansas City games that it seems like eventually they will just find a way to go on an 8-0 run and either tie, take the lead, open it up a little bit. And Oak Park's got to do, and they have done so far, a great job of kind of neutralizing that.
And they're going to go right back out with the starting lineup, minus Marquand Simmons, sub out Avion Webb.
Yeah, put a little bit more offense on the floor when you're trailing.
And Oak Park has their starters back in too.
And this one about back resumed after the 30-second timeout. North Kansas City looking to full court press. Ross will bring it up the floor. He's guarded by Webb, who just picked up a steal. Avion Webb, 20-18. They find Corbin Allen. He's got 10 of them. He's got 10 of the Northmen's 20. He drives to the rim, turns, looking, firing, far side Corey. Barely got it away before the 5-second. And it's back to him. They're going to look to isolate him again. He drives, looking for the step. Back out, Winston Allen, three-pointer, bang!
Not much you can do defensively there.
And the Allen,
closeout by Bass, but Winston just drains the deep three.
Steps over him even, and Randall to the rim. Look won't fall, and Corey the other way. Josh Corey finds Corbin Allen. Once again, he's got 10. Leading scorer of this one. It's 23-18. Still just a two-possession lead for Oak Park. They split him up top, looking to get something going in the two-man game. He steps off the screen for three, won't go. Box out, someone forgot to find Ross. Someone forgot to find him again. He's back to the rim, and it's luckily knocked out by Israel Randall, who then picks it up. Hornets might have to waste a timeout. Instead, they find Webb. Avion Webb in transition. He steps over the top, floats, and he got it, Avion Webb.
Pre-1990, that was probably called a travel, but
yeah, well, really
pre-2015
when Steph Curry started doing that every possession. And it's 23-20 with 1:09 to play, and a steal. Ross tipped it back.
In soccer, that would have been illegal.
Tanner for three, and he got it. It's 26-20. Back up the floor. Webb, quick trigger. Wow. Got it, Avion Webb is feeling it from downtown. The young man.
It's like he never left. 23-26. Oak Park could just opt for the last shot here, as Ross has it. Wow.
And Webb was bound to get rung up for it once more. 33.9 seconds and a half. North Kansas City's not in danger of the 1-and-1, but Fritz is going to talk to the other official and tell him to stop that tomfoolery.
Yeah, that was like when the Chiefs did that play on the Raiders, and they're like, we can't let you get that. Abe just hit a 40-footer, and they were like, yeah, we're not letting you get away with it.
Yep. And Webb now has 8. He's got the last 5 for North Kansas City. They'll split it to Caleb Estes in the backcourt. Webb on Estes. Estes drives, corner, Corey drives. Back Estes.
Ooh, too hard.
And almost turned it over. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds. North Kansas City now with an opportunity to tie it before the half.
And here comes the fundamental chance.
And we really...
From the Northtown crowd. And we can't hear you.
Yeah, the
what
response.
A fun environment.
And no doubt in my mind this one goes to Webb, though, right?
I
mean, he's got the last 8.
I think you go to Webb, but any of the guards. I mean, they have 5 of them on the court right now.
Webb off the screen with 5,
I
guarded
love
by
that
Allen.
Play by Allen.
Steps Webb, and he's fouled with 0.6 on the clock. And Webb hit the deck hard. He'll peel himself from the ground in North Kansas City.
With no free throws, that really doesn't do much. You could throw it. I think you put Tyler Parks in and say, just throw the ball up and let him tip it. That's how they do it.
Similar idea. They're going to put all the length that they have on the floor.
Do a double screen, have him cut to the basket as Gunnels throws it like over the shot clock.
Or what we may see is the baseline out of bounds play they've been running to Webb all year where he splits to the corner and try to get a quick 3.
I don't know if he can get a shot off in 0.6 seconds. That's perfect.
Oh, and he can't hit it.
Just missed it.
And Fritz shakes it off. We'll head to the half with Oak Park leading 26-23. We'll be right back with you and come back in just about 1 minute and 30 seconds with our special guest at the break, North Kansas City, trailing 26-23 to the second-ranked Oak Park Northmen. And we're back once again. Carrington Harrison, the special guest at half. 26-23. Unfortunately, we're not going to have any musical chairs at half tonight.
Good.
Right.
Because everybody's going to go home happy, safe after this. The last time I was on, it was ridiculous. It was too much going on.
Too much going on.
Too much going on.
Well, we've got a good one at half. How is this the first time you've seen the Allen brothers play this year?
No, I watched them with you earlier this year.
Really? Oh, we did go to Oak Park Staley.
What are you talking about?
They've looked a lot better tonight than they did against Staley. It helps that Northtown doesn't have 3-6-8. Yeah, he can play now. I think you mentioned it in our group chat, but Avion Webb did get hot towards the end of that second quarter. He was out for 2 games because of a sickness or an illness that he had. But we mentioned that his touch at the rim, although it has improved, that's one of his big points for becoming a next-level scorer.
Yeah, I didn't know about the Webb situation. You guys told me. I'm confused by if he's healthy enough to play 6-7 minutes, then why was he not healthy enough to start the game? He's your best player. He's instant offense. He helps you spread the floor. He makes the game easier for everybody. If he's healthy enough to go in there and contribute the way that he did in the first half, why was he not healthy enough to play in the first quarter of the game? It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it might be one of those Isaiah Mosley type situation. No, I can't even compare it to that. That's a whole different league.
Webb played. Mosley don't even play.
Right. Well, the thing I just think that it was probably because he missed a significant amount of time. I think he missed all of last week.
Oh, okay.
So I think he was out at practice, and obviously they've got a new guy in the lineup, 23, AJ Hampton. This is his first action of the year. He's a transfer from Vashon. He's just now coming back, just now eligible to play.
Oh, little second semester kind of action.
January. I think he became eligible this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think they got lucky. It's also Fritz's birthday today, by the way.
Happy birthday to Ed Fritz, man. A legend. Salute to him, man. This is a good game, though.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
These are 2 fairly even teams. This is my second time seeing both of these teams. I saw North Kansas City play Park Hill earlier in the year. Yeah, and then I saw the Staley and Oak Park game. So I had a feeling that these would be 2 pretty evenly matched teams, so I wanted to make it a point to come to watch it, man. I've certainly been entertained by it so far.
Well, I think to look ahead to the second half, Oak Park, I don't think they can win this way. With the way North Kansas City plays out of the break, they were 13-1 last year when trailing at halftime. And 13-2 because they lost to Liberty after being down 10 at half in the playoffs. And then their only other loss was when they were down 21 at half to Park Hill South.
Oh, wow.
Every other game, if they were down by less than 10 at half, they pulled it out in the second half. And this team has been pretty similar to that this year, where they've kind of came out with the new fire in the second half. I don't know if it's what Fritz says in the locker room, or they just have to take a second and kind of review the Chiefs' third quarter spread. But, especially when Winston Allen wasn't on the floor, it looked like North Kansas City was pretty much able to dictate the pace at the manner in which they saw fit.
Yeah, I really thought the difference, at least a big reason why I think that Oak Park is up, is I thought Corbin did a really good job of that intermediate game. And being able to kind of back down some of the smaller defenders of North Kansas City and be able to create his own shot. He had that and one where he had the little quick, and he clearly made the motion of, you're a little too small to guard me here, like to let it be known. I think that's the difference, but it's something that North Kansas City is going to have to fight all year. It's just they don't have a lot of size.
Right.
And when you go up against a team that I don't think Oak Park has a ton of size.
Right.
But they've got a couple of guys that can play out of the post and back down, and I think they've had the rebounding advantage. You got the numbers in front of you. I think that is just going to be something they're constantly fighting all year.
Right, and I think in this case they showed a couple different ways of guarding it. I think with Tyler Parks in the game 4 for North Kansas City,
I like him.
They looked better. And then with AJ Hampton, I think he had a couple possessions where he came in and guarded up top. And then there was one possession in the second where they doubled the post, but Allen had a great feed across the floor to Aiden Fields, and he knocked down a 3. But that's something that I think, especially when North Kansas City plays Staley, they're going to have to double the post, or else they're just going to get burnt by big-time post guys. And in this district that they play in, we'll go ahead and throw the graphic up now. This is quite literally the district of death.
Oh, you guys got graphics?
Yes.
Oh, my
We're killing it. We're killing it on the broadcast tonight.
Oh.
The district of death. The 4 of the top 10 teams and a consensus top 15 team.
I haven't seen Park Hill South play yet this year.
They have looked not good
I was going to go see him on Friday, but we went to the Bishop Miege.
Yeah.
Went to that one.
But their losses are to Park Hill. They've lost as well to Pembroke Hill. They lost to a Jewel, and then they lost a game to an out-of-area team in an opening season tournament. But they've looked really good.
Pembroke Hill gave Link a game
they
for about
Link, 3.5 quarters. Felt
yeah,
like.
for a little bit.
I mean, that game also doesn't count against Pembroke Hill's record because it's an exhibition.
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, what really wowed me about Pembroke Hill, though, was that Winston Allen had probably the game of his life against Pembroke Hill. He out-rebounded Darren Conley, who's been like a 20-rebound-a-night guy for the last 2 years at Pembroke Hill. So we need to see that Winston Allen in the second half of Oak Park really wants to take that next step and really put this game away in the third quarter. But, I mean, I feel like this is bound to be a back and forth until we're done.
100%. I mean, the couple things I'm looking at from the North Kansas City perspective, how much does Webb play in the second half? Was that just Fritz was a little worried about the game getting out of hand, so he tried to put him in to kind of even a little bit. I believe he led with 8 points. And I really like the Tyler Park kids for North Kansas City. Is he going to be a difference if I'm Oak Park? I keep playing through Corbin Allen, man. I've been really impressed with his game today. I think he's been the best player on the floor.
I couldn't disagree with you there. He's leading the game with 10 points.
It's really been all around. It's been ability to get to the rim, ability to kind of take over the mid-range, post up a little bit, rebound,
he has gotten to his spot where he wants to get on the floor. He's gotten there pretty much every time. And what I think North Kansas City needs to do to negate that is run. They got to get out and run. A couple times it seemed like they've really tried to play the half-court game, and that's hard when the team that you're playing has better defensive length than you do. And then Oak Park has just said, we're going to play your game, and we're going to get out and run. I mean, 23 points for North Kansas City in the first half is not something I thought I was going to see this year.
Where are we going on Friday?
I'm not sure. We don't have a game on Friday because this is game of the week for this week. But I will get the
Let's
Friday
make a
spread.
new game of the week on Friday. Let's go out there.
We'll get another one. I'll make a phone call tomorrow.
Yeah, who's playing on Friday? Go on your website. Let's pull up. What's the Friday? I got 2 minutes with y'all before I go back to my seat. What we got on Friday? I gotta get an app, man. How much do y'all need?
I know,
for the
man.
app?
We're trying to.
How much y'all need for the app?
That's a good question.
Let's do a crowdfund.
Talk to Joe when he gets back.
Yeah, let's do y'all a crowdfund and get y'all the app, man.
Yeah, we'll do a GoFundMe and get us an app.
Yeah, we'll get y'all an app. We can get y'all an app.
Boys basketball on Friday. That's what, the 13th?
Yeah.
We got a 25-game spread on Friday.
25.
Staley plays out of city.
I don't want to see Staley no more, man.
Yeah.
Staley be smoking these teams.
Raytown, North Kansas City here will be a good one. Bishop Miege Aquinas is a good one.
Okay, I don't mind that one. That's where I'm going. Blue Valley Northwest, Blue Valley Southwest. I love when them Blue Valley schools play each other. It'd be fun.
We might do that.
I love when the Blue Valley
that or Olathe West, Olathe Northwest could be a good one as well. But I'll get you a first-year spread tomorrow.
All right, I'm out of here, y'all.
All right, good to see you. Good to see you again.
MIC
Harrison. I like it. And the halftime festivities are over. We're about 40 seconds away from the resumption of play here at North Kansas City. And it is bound to be a good one. 26-23. Second half coming next.
It will be Northtown's ball to start the half.
And it's 26-23, as we mentioned, coming out of the break. Corbin Allen has 10 to lead the scoring. And for North Kansas City, it's been Avion Webb. He's got 8 on the night as well. And we're just about back underway here in quarter number 3. North Kansas City to inbound. Webb on the floor. We talked with Carrington at half about how much he was going to play, and my guess tonight is probably just about every single minute of this second half.
Yeah, I would not be surprised. They sat him for about 12 whole minutes, and he came in and already led the team with scoring going into half.
Yeah, Fritz looked at him about 39 times. So
He was open, too, off that screen.
And they'll look to get the quick hitter, the early offense. Avion Webb, he drives, spins around Josh Corey.
Got it.
And one, count it, and Avion Webb can tie us up.
In 4 minutes of play, he already
got
has the most points scored in the game. Well, tied with the most. As Corbin Allen also has 10.
And I honestly,
he's a sophomore, by the way. So is Corbin Allen.
If I'm Ed Fritz, I think that might have been a big brain play to make him come off the bench, get him a little upset.
Yeah.
And he's played like it.
Can we just talk about how many underclassmen that are phenomenal at the sport of basketball in the Kansas City area?
We've got a lot, man.
There's like 6 on the floor right now that are just, they're going to be, there's 4 for Oak Park, and there's, wow, this is the most seniors I think Northtown's ran all year.
Right. 26-26 now after Webb opens this up with a traditional three-point play. And Caleb Estes in the lineup here now. He's going to enter into the post. Allen off the rub screen, and then off. They're going to call it grab. Who's that on?
On Gunnels, I think.
On Gunnels?
Yeah, I believe so.
That is Gunnels first, team's first in the second half.
That's early, though.
That is early.
You want to, I mean, they're not down, but if you get down, you don't want to have a lot of, you want to have some leeway on the fouls to give later in the game.
Carrington asked how much money we needed for an app as Estes pulls it from downtown, won't go. Winston Allen on the offensive rebound between his legs.
I would love to have an app. It'd make it a lot easier. Like, you just pull up CBS Sports, you're like, okay, these are the teams that play today.
Great. Here's 19 games.
It's a little hard. Also, to like update it every day, we'd have to like get someone to be on that.
Back out, Fields for 3, and he nets it. Aiden Fields has 6, 2 for 3 behind the line for him tonight. It's 29-26. Both teams trading buckets to begin the third frame. Randall, corner, Webb now.
Gunnels with a nice backdoor cut.
And Webb lost his footing, quick double. Gunnels down low to Bass. Herb Bass hangs in the air.
Find. Okay, this might be a crazy comparison, but Herb Bass, although shorter, reminds me a lot of Iverson Neal last year. Kind of didn't play a whole lot of minutes any year until his senior year. Came off the bench almost every game until the end.
And an offensive foul. Sorry to interrupt you there, Joe.
No, that's perfect.
But a great take.
But a great take by Gunnels. But like Herb Bass, he's finally starting just like Iverson Neal last year.
Herb Bass
rebounds, strength.
A very Iverson Neal-esque story.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, and I mean he's a physical guy. I mean I don't think I know anyone stronger
than him.
He's like
6 points a night and 4 blocks away from what Iverson Neal was doing in like crunch playoff time last year. He was the equalizer on the floor for this North Kansas City team. He's at Park University now as we're back with you. Evans has it. Guarded closely, makes his move. He's defended so well right now. And Winston Allen, now Webb to the basket. Webb to the rim, and Webb, he's got 13 of them. North Kansas City's got a one-point lead with 5:50 to play in the third.
Great defense right there by Bass.
I like this matchup. The Bass and even the switch, the Evans, the roll, and an offensive foul. Another take by Alex Gunnels, and he's going to point the other way.
Gunnels is phenomenal at pressing that B button down low. you get
Straight
that.
Straight up. I like it. And we've got a good one. And we've been saying it all night.
You know, I didn't really know how the 5-guard play would work out. I mean, the Hornets have been doing it. They have been doing it quite a bit recently, but at the start of the year, they would usually have at least one big man in, and I like it a lot.
Never.
It's just straight speed.
Entry into the post, back up top to Webb. He's got 13 now.
Great find.
Great find. Lost the handle is Evans. And Adam Tanner leads the 4-on-2 break. Down low to the rim. Corbin Allen gets above everybody else and gives the Northmen a 1-point lead. Through the lane, back out, and a foul called on the ground.
That's the 4th foul, I think, on the Northmen.
4th foul early.
I think it's on Winston.
Yeah, it's on. Who they're going to call it
Winston
on?
Allen.
Winston Allen. It's his second. The Allen brothers have 2 fouls apiece right now. And with the regularity of the fouls in this quarter, that might turn out to be a lot.
Good find to Webb.
Webb, his three-pointer won't fall, and a big push. Allen now up to his friend. to the rim, and a foul called, and Fritz.
He really wanted that over the back, but won't get it. And other side of the ball,
other way.
Hornets have, or the Northmen have 2 chances.
And they've got the chance to extend the 1 possession lead to 3. 31-30. The back and forth ensues here from North Kansas City. First one for Winston Allen is off. Oak Park continuing a pretty slow shooting night from the free throw line. And the second one off as well, and Herb Bass is going to return the favor that they wanted on the other end. Lost the handle out of bounds, stays with North Kansas City.
Yeah. Adam Tanner, I think, got a hand in there.
And Bahia is playing the get-back coach role right now for Ed Fritz. He says, stop. You've got to calm down a little bit. We can't get you a technical in a 1-point game. To the rim and sent away for 3.
Now.
Got it. And sometimes we say around here, the basketball gods do not reward you.
No, but right there, I think I'd rather just have the layup go put up from Allen at that point.
Dang, I blocked it and they hit a 3. Winston Allen, credit the assist.
Just a great play by Gunnels to stay in it and not just
play.
sneak back.
And Webb got burnt. Allen for 3, or Estes for 3, and he got it.
And Estes, at the start of the season, he kind of changed his shot form, wasn't shooting particularly the best, and he's, getting his rhythm back
yes, he's slowly building back, and he looks good tonight. Randall now corner to Evans. Evans drives, steps back, and he's ripped by Adam Tanner. Close to out of bounds.
This might be a showtime.
Showtime up top. Corbin Allen.
33-36 with 3:40 left.
And the rip.
That's a veteran captain play by Gunnels. He said, slow it down. We're in this game.
It's still just a long 1-possession game. It's not even really a long 1-possession game when you play at North Kansas City. Webb spins, floats, back out.
Gunnels in that corner.
And, the nifty finish at the rim won't fall.
Just too much on it.
And Fields the other way. Estes now. Up.
Wow, I cannot believe there wasn't a foul call.
Won't go. Fields. Adam Tanner. Won't fall. Whoa! And the follow almost went. Estes. Up. Got it.
And that's exactly what we said at the start of the game. If they can do that, it's going to get out of hand. That was their 4th attempt in that one possession.
Can't give up 4 shots against a team that's going to burn you like Oak Park will. Webb has it. His 3-pointer's blocked.
And everyone just seemed like they stopped playing right there.
That was odd. And Estes has it. He steps back. His 3-pointer. And Oak Park was almost on a roll. They still got it.
That, I think, is their 5th straight offensive rebound.
Winston Allen, and they're going to call a foul on Israel Randall in the post, I think is what they called.
Was it? Number
10, yeah.
10, yeah.
Number 10, Israel Randall, that's his first personal foul, team foul number 3. Tyler Brooks checks in for the Hornets.
Oh my goodness. Staley is up 53-16.
I feel really bad.
At half.
I feel really bad for
over
the person
South.
I feel really bad for the person that ranked Parkdale South 6th in the state.
Oh my, that guy. He dropped him the next week. Slip to the basket. Hand one, count it. And a big 7-0 run.
And sometimes it's better to be lucky.
Yeah, than good.
Than good.
Well, he's both.
He is both, for sure.
40-33 now. All of a sudden, this one, we said North Kansas City had a shot at opening it up like they had in the past, but Oak Park doing a great job so far of controlling this third quarter tempo. 2:22 to play.
I'm really surprised we haven't seen Xavier Kirkwood for half a second in this game. They could really use his size and at this point, his fresh legs.
And the free throw's good. It's an 8-point lead. And North Kansas City, if they don't get a bucket here, I think they'd call a timeout.
Yeah.
41-33.
They call a timeout now.
And they call a timeout anyways. 2:15 to play. A full timeout for North Kansas City. We'll step away and be right back with you here on Metro Sports KC. as we break the timeout. North Kansas City now trailing by 8. They need a difference maker in this second half.
There is one thing they can do, and is get rebounds. They haven't got a rebound, a defensive rebound in almost 4 minutes. Oak Park has 6 straight offensive rebounds, and is I think a 11-0 run, because it was 32-33, I think.
Really a 10-0 run.
10-0 run, yeah.
Or a 9-0 run at least, but Oak Park has dropped the hammer, and he grabbed him.
He did grab him.
My goodness.
He did grab him.
No call out of the timeout. He got grabbed.
Hey, sometimes they don't go your way.
Interesting.
Fundamentals is a great chance.
I don't know about that one. That's holding in the game of football, and that says something about that one. 41-33 as our football player producer shakes his head in affirmation of that. And they're going to
get another one.
A hook, and it goes the other way. That, my friends, is a makeup call. The officials have been great except for the last 30 seconds. But
they made up for it. They made up for it.
They're all right. These guys are going to be all right. It's even now, right?
Other than 5 seconds running off the clock.
Right, yeah. And to the line, Alex Gunnels almost got it.
I mean, he's just so agile. You know,
he moves.
He doesn't look big, but he is a strong guy.
He moves in directions that don't make sense.
He just got in the lane, pivot foot, go back up underneath with his right hand. No, it didn't go in, but it's just such a tough move.
He has just been excellent for the last really 5-6 games for North Kansas City. He's got 7 tonight. He's averaging a touch over 13 on the air. His first free throw is off the mark.
And I think what's really hard is that it's hard to get all 3 of these guys hot. I mean, Izzy, Israel Randall, Avion Webb, Alex Gunnels, all of them have the potential to score 35 a game.
Yeah.
But together, it's hard to score 90. I mean, it's just, you just can't do that.
Earlier. Second free throw is off the mark as well, and Winston Allen just grabs it.
That's uncharacteristic of Alex Gunnels.
Yeah, and he'll now come down and play defense. They'll switch and look to play the matchup game as Oak Park still on that 9-0 run. Screen set for him. Allen downhill, floats, got the fall, and North Kansas City trailing by 10.
Now it's time for Webb to kind of find his rhythm.
He needs an equalizer. Bass has it. Turns it over, lots of contact, no call. Back to him, and the finish is good, a 12-point lead. And all of a sudden, Oak Park dropping the hammer as it's 21 for Corbin Allen, including 11 in the third. Webb has it. Up top, off the Park screen, steps, Gunnels, back to him. You'd like to go 2 for 1 here if you're North Kansas City. He's fouled on the ground.
And that's going to be 1 and 1.
It's going to be 1 and 1 for Avion Webb. That's his second. And Corbin Allen has 3. Winston Allen has 2. And Caleb Estes has 2 as well. They'll give some of the starters a break. Send Avion Webb to the line to shoot 1 and 1. He'd like to have them both here.
Webb and Estes are chipping back at each other. And you would like
very good
both.
friends off the floor.
12-point game, you need something. You haven't really scored in the last 2 minutes.
And the free throw breaks the stalemate for North Kansas City.
I think that was a 13-0 run.
Yeah, 13-0 run finally ends as North Kansas City, you'd like to kind of make a dent in this one. If it's single figures at the end of the third, I think you can live with it. We've seen them really do bigger. They were down 15 entering the second half against Park Hill, and they came back and tied it in the third. So Caleb Estes with 36 seconds brings it across the timeline. Webb, Estes, corner, Fields, 3, won't go, gets his own off his legs, and it goes the other way. That's a lucky break.
I want to say it's a really fortunate break for the Hornets, but the Northmen have got equal amount, I feel like, and here comes Webb.
Yeah, we're about even when it comes to breaks in this game, and it's 35-45. Webb will look to likely take the last shot, make it an 8 or 7 point game to enter the fourth.
Or 6.
Or, yeah. Or 5 if he makes it with 2 seconds left. I'm kidding. Webb off the screen. Winston Allen on him. Down low, Parks and Fields read it like a book. And to enter the fourth, it's 45-35. Oak Park looking to put away North Kansas City at home here on Metro Sports KC. And as we break the huddle for the fourth quarter, folks, this would be the first time since 2013 that Oak Park has defeated North Kansas City on their home floor. There's your EJ's Nito stat of the night.
They were close last year. They were close when Ochai was here.
But North Kansas City has always found a way to pull it off at home. They've lost several at Oak Park. One 3 years ago was the last loss.
I think this would also be Fritz's first loss to the Northmen.
Yes, it would. Maybe ever. And a foul called against Randall, his first. He is scoreless tonight.
He's only taken, I think, 3 shots.
0 for 3, Israel Randall. And 7:48 to play. It's still obviously a 10-point deficit for North Kansas City. They've really got to get it going.
Yeah, you got to try to find Webb. I want to see some more off-ball screen plays.
Well, anything that can give North Kansas City momentum. They don't even have the momentum right now. Allen has 21. Simmons will guard him. And now Winston Allen has it up top. He's defended closely. Gunnels will head back to the table. Estes, his three-pointer. Oh, won't fall, out of bounds. North Kansas City basketball. And that might be the break they need. Alex Gunnels checks in. Inbounds goes to Webb. A touch under 7.5 to play in this third quarter. Gunnels has it. Hands off Simmons. Oak Park looking to really switch everything. Quick. Webb. Corner sniffed out well by Allen.
Yeah.
Webb got the corner to the basket. Won't fall. Almost got it back, and North Kansas City needs a couple of those to go their way, and they haven't yet. To the rim, Winston Allen.
What a bucket.
And North Kansas City is going to need to slow down the Oak Park flow here as they trail by 12. They need a bucket more than anything else. And Marquand Simmons, the tough shot.
That was very, very, very impressive.
And they've got the numbers. Nobody's guarding Fields. And he almost got it. The follow, no good. The follow is good now.
He's padding his stats, I think.
Yeah, right. 49-37. North Kansas City needs to go on a run here. Fields guarding Webb. Webb looking to shake and bake. He lost his handle. Gets free, drives, back out, Simmons. Gets to the middle of the floor, Webb open in the corner. His three-pointer, bang! Avion Webb makes it under a 10-point ball game. 49-40, 6:05 to play, and North Kansas City timeout.
Is that 30? Full.
It's a full timeout. We'll step away and be right back with you here on Metro Sports KC. And out of the timeout, it'll be Oak Park basketball. They maintain a 9-point lead. It's 6:05 remaining in the ball game. Avion Webb hit a 3 to pull the lead to single digits. And now they'll look to make a stop and really turn this into a competitive game. It was for the first 2.5 quarters, and then Oak Park started to pull in front. Ross up top. North Kansas City trying a new look here with Tyler Parks guarding Donovan Ross. And here it comes. We mentioned this. They're running an old play out of the Bud Lathrop playbook called Alley Cat. And he's fouled on his way up. Winston Allen will head to the line to shoot a pair. And if you're over 30 years old and you liked high school basketball back in your time, you have seen that play before. That is Bud Lathrop's Alley Cat on full display with 5:46 to play. And that's the perfect call by Brendan Scanlon. Run out the clock. They're going to play stall ball.
I'm doing a John Morant move where I'm just rolling the ball.
Yeah.
And burning 50
That's
seconds.
not a thing in high school, by the way.
Yeah, they'll still count. They'll start the 10-second?
No.
They will start
They
it?
won't start the clock.
Oh, I got you. To touch it. Wait, if it's within 2 minutes, though, the clock runs after a make shot.
Right, and then they'll immediately, I mean, at that point, you won't be able to because North Kansas City's going to press.
Yeah.
First free throw was off. Second one good, and it's back to 10.
There's no shot clock, so you don't really need to anyways.
Timeout for Oak Park. 30 or full. Full timeout. Take it with them. Be right back with you here on Metro Sports Kansas City.
It's usually like those two, Christmas.
And as we exit the break out of the timeout, North Kansas City trails by 10. They've got the basketball. And they'd like one here to really pull this one within, I think the lowest it's been in the fourth is 9. Oak Park going to full court press, try to take some of that time, valuable time off the clock. Avion Webb has 18. He leads North Kansas City. They'll want to see him get hot. He's going to get the Steph Curry treatment from Donovan Ross. And do we have a box and one in store? We do. This will be a box and one for Oak Park. Donovan Ross will be the one. A long skip. Randall has it. Back out to him. And this length has disrupted the North Kansas City offense. Webb into the high post. Corner. Gunnels. 3. Fouled. And one! What a shot by Alex Gunnels! The equalizer! Alex Gunnels, the and 1-3.
In the NBA, I think they would have teched Aiden Fields up right there. I mean, that was he would have been it would have been a flagrant like
the push,
like a push off or whatever. Intentional, yeah. But Alex Gunnels a chance with a 4-point play.
And this Jim just woke up.
This would be the closest it's been in 5 minutes.
Yeah. And Gunnels converts at the line. It's a 6-point game.
And they're going to full press.
North Kansas City seems to have a bit of new life, looking to defend home floor. The D-up chant. And Corbin Allen has it. He looks for splits. Ross driving up. Got it.
Someone just lost their man.
Yeah. And now North Kansas City is going to look to move quick. They're going to look to quicken the tempo of this game. And back into man after the Gunnels 3. Randall has it. He knows he's got to get going. They're going to guard Avion Webb so far from the basket. And here he goes. Israel Randall. Welcome to the ball game,
That's
young
back
man.
to back. Now they need to stop, though, because Oak Park, I mean, I know you can trade 3s and 2s. And
you can't win a basketball game that way.
But you can't, because they're going to just, you got to make 11 straight 3s.
And Ross, Allen back to Ross, and this game has tightened significantly. It's down to 5. Into the post,
again,
Allen got it.
You can't trade, I know one was a 4, but you can't trade 3s for 2s. Not when you're down by 10.
I mean, you can for the next really 30 seconds, and then after that, it becomes
get a
do or die, you know?
TCU, get a stop.
Webb looked to tee one up, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. He'll go to the line. And another thing that you want to do in situations like this, under 4 to play, is you want to take time. You want to not take time to get to the line, right? No. In these situations, you're shooting free throws. The clock isn't rolling.
4 minutes.
And that is ginormous. Because now
fourth, I think.
Corbin Allen has to exit the ball game with 4 fouls and 4 minutes left.
Well, he could stay, but you need him.
He's playing on thin ice.
For the chance that maybe this game goes overtime, you need him.
54-47. No, you're playing it because if he fouls out of the game, it gives North Kansas City really new life. And Webb needs these free throws.
Make one, miss one? No, you just make both.
You make them both. His first is true. Avion Webb has 19.
How many do you think he's shot in his life, free throws?
1 million.
Okay.
I'm kidding, a lot. More than 5? A couple more than 7? The second one from Webb.
I can't tell if he's going to try to miss it.
Is good.
Okay, never mind.
54-49. This one starting to look like the ball game we all thought it would be. Gunnels.
I love that double team.
They find Winston Allen. He drives. Corner. Corey back up top, and now Oak Park.
Just waste clock. I like it.
Driving, middle. Floats. Won't go over the top, and he got it.
Yeah, it could have been called.
Yeah.
Wasn't, though.
7-point lead. North Kansas City looking to get it quick. Handoff. Webb. Steps. Three-pointer. Won't fall. Tip. Back out. Randall has Webb. Corner. 2 for $1.
And it got blocked.
And it got blocked.
And he just saw it a half a minute sooner.
And fouled on his way up. Who's that on? Who is that on?
That's on Winston.
That's
on Winston
4
Allen.
for Winston Allen. That's 3 for Winston Allen, rather.
No, Caleb.
That's
Caleb
third.
Estes,
That's his third on Estes. Okay. But Randall will shoot a pair to make it a 5-point game, and North Kansas City really, really needs these two. They're in the double bonus the rest of the way. That'll help the cause as
on comes A.J. Hampton, and I like this.
I like this.
Get some height, but
fresh
also
legs.
He's a phenomenal shooter.
Yes,
I know he's
legs.
0 for 2 tonight, but he is a good shooter, fresh legs, and he has some height that, I mean, I know Evans does too, but I
But
kind
you
of
need
like
offense
that
on the floor right now.
Exactly.
You need some offense on the floor, and he's got length enough to match up defensively. I like this move by Fritz here. 56-50. The second free throw makes it 56-51, and Corbin Allen will check back in.
Need to stop. I'm attacking Corbin Allen every play. I'm on offense.
Yeah.
I'm getting him to foul out. And that they have no more fouls to give.
They ran out of fouls to give 4 minutes
No, but
ago.
I meant double.
In the double. They're in the double
yeah.
now.
Hornets don't have any either. They'll be in the single next foul.
And across the timeline, a timeout for Scanlon.
You know, I wouldn't mind maybe it's a little early. Maybe it's a little early, but I wouldn't mind if Northtown fouls them, force them to shoot the 1-on-1. They might miss. They haven't been shooting phenomenal tonight from the free throw line.
I think that could become a factor later, but this is a full timeout. We'll step away and take 60 here on Metro Sports Kansas City. is crunch time as they break the timeout.
The band.
It's a lead.
Band coming in strong.
Yes.
Making their presence known. And the Hornets, they need to stop.
They need to
if you're
stop.
the Northmen, you're milking 30 seconds every offensive possession and then finding a bucket. You've done exactly what you needed the last 3 offensive possessions.
They barely get it in. It gets into Ross. Ross to the rim. Down low, threw it away. Oh!
I think it was.
And it's
No,
tipped.
I think it was on Randall. I think Randall did tip it.
And Oak Park maintains possession.
Gosh, that's such a tough call to decide.
Yes.
That's such a tough call.
And it's underneath for Oak Park. They split Corbin Allen near side. He looks, attacks down low, and they're going to call a foul on the
I like
ground.
that. I like that. It's a
Yeah,
1-and-1.
Foul him before he goes up.
Hey,
if you're
yeah,
North Kansas City.
I do like the 1-and-1. Winston, though, he is like 1 for 4, I think.
Yeah, and
So-
this is the
so-
biggest shot of Winston Allen's
so I think,
night.
I mean, but the odds just not against you. When you're a 67 or what I think
75%
it's a
shooter, yeah.
When you're 1 for 4, you're probably going to make the next 2.
Right. That is a logical fallacy in probability, but for this exception, we will take it.
I don't go to the casino often.
Right. First one. Good. Makes it a 6-point ball game.
It's still just 2 possessions.
Yeah, it's a long 2-possession game. But when Avion Webb is on the floor, he's got 20 tonight.
They're just going to put him in the corner.
Yeah, second one for Allen.
Needed
Good.
it. Got it.
Needed it and got it.
And that's what I'm telling you. You can't trade 3s for 2s. And that's what they've been doing for the last 4 minutes.
Well, you can't trade buckets at all at this point. Webb, that one barely got to him. And look at Randall. He's ready to shoot down here. Back out. Webb floats, blocked away, and he kept it in bounds. Stolen. Allen.
No foul. Northmen. I mean, the hustle has all been Northmen.
And he got it!
The Northmen have been the hustle team tonight. And the Hornets they're just trying.
No foul.
That might be it.
And this
That's
one
so
almost
early.
done.
So early, but
Showtime! Winston Allen! Come up top. And North Kansas City, they really need a
11
bucket.
points is tough.
Shoves him. Back in. Got the roll, Marquand Simmons. And a
that's the last
timeout for
timeout.
North Kansas City. Their final timeout. And they need to go. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them and be right back with you here on Into Sports in KCHS. And out of the timeout, we are in crunch mode. 62-53. North Kansas City needs the biggest stop of the night. They need to go. It is go time.
I don't think the Hornets have got to stop. I mean, in the last 4 minutes.
They need to stop, and if nothing else, they need to stop this clock because it is going to become a factor, especially with no timeouts in a 9-point ball game.
This was like a 33-32 ball game with like 4 minutes left in the third, and now both teams scored almost doubled their points in a matter of 8 minutes.
And it'll be Winston Allen to inbound. Here comes Xavier Kirkwood into the ball game for the first time for North Kansas City.
You have to try to get Corbin Allen fouled out, and I just don't know if it's enough time.
Need a steal. They're going to run the old hook and ladder play. They've got him wide open if they would have thrown it. And now the quick double. Swinging around the floor. Ross up the field.
What a
Adam
catch.
Tanner makes the play of the night so far to make that catch. Now to the basket, they'll get a take foul. That's a foul. I'd rather you have that than the two-man game at the rim. And
he can viably seal this off with both made.
Oh yeah.
11 with no timeouts left. That's going to be so tough. especially when you only have one more foul to give in the single bonus.
It's interesting that they're not going to put guys on the line. It's a 1-and-1.
You have faith in your guy. You have faith in your guy.
And the crowd for North Kansas City trying to get loud, and he hits the first. It's a 10-point ball game. They're making it tough for North Kansas City. They're going to split everybody now in the lane. North Kansas City needs quick shots. And credit to Donovan Ross, who has slowed down Avion Webb.
This should be his 25th point if he makes it.
And Corbin Allen hits it to make it an 11-point game. You need to run if you're North Kansas City. Clock's under 2 minutes. Simmons spins, corner, Kirkwood three. Got it, wow. Xavius Kirkwood.
And he hasn't, that was his first shot, first minute of the entire basketball game.
And they're gonna get a quick foul on Tanner. Adam Tanner will go to the line.
No more to give for either team.
Yes, and both teams will be in the double bonus the rest of the way after this. Simmons is third, and Adam Tanner is tasked with making this a double-digit ball game. He's got 3 points tonight. And Winston Allen in the lane here. Caleb Estes will walk in there.
If he had the ball, he would have turned it over.
Yeah. Adam Tanner, biggest shot of the night. No good. Rebound to North Kansas City, and they still have a chance.
You can't go slow here.
You need a quick one. Back out, Kirkwood. Drives, ripped away.
Yep. Tanner just went with two of the biggest plays of the night.
And here goes Ross. Won't go. The rebound the other way.
I would have
North
just
Kansas
held
City
it.
needs a quick one. Yeah,
Just
I don't know why he shot it. No foul. Into the lane. Caleb Estes. Rebound. Spins. And that's it. That essentially ices the ball game.
That's basically it. And Corbin Allen, I mean, with the play, I mean, just the plays of the night, 27 points.
And a foul. It stops the clock, and he will get 2 shots.
And then, and you just have to congratulate this Northman team who was, I mean, second half just obliterated the rebound battle.
Yeah.
I mean, they
tore
blew it out of the park. It's just, it's hard to win games playing small ball when you're not shooting 60%.
Yeah.
It's really hard. The Warriors were able to do it last year in the finals. But
not to Romo this, but if he misses here, or if he makes it the first one, do you think
you have to? If you make the first one, you have to miss the second one on purpose, and he missed the first.
And he missed the front half.
Yeah,
and it is beginning to smell like defeat here from North Kansas City. Oak Park on the verge of their first win in the North Kansas City Fieldhouse since its rebuild. And he makes it. The clock is stopped. They'll look to inbound. Barely get it in. Donovan Ross gets it to Allen.
Off-ball foul. Yeah.
And Corbin Allen can ice this one. He's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Gonna try to get his
30 ball, yeah.
Yep.
Try to get his 30 ball.
He might have 10 rebounds too.
Yeah,
he might have a
him
double-double.
and Winston both might have.
Well, Winston Allen gets a double-double almost every game he plays. If he plays at least 16 minutes, he probably has it.
66-59, fourth quarter, 26.8 to play. First one's no good.
I mean, you need another 3 get fouled on it. Like that's like the
North
only
Kansas
chance
City.
for
This
the
one
Hornets.
is essentially not over, but it's pulling pretty dead.
A few more timeouts maybe would have. I mean, maybe, but. And Winston Allen with another,
And the signature flush by Winston Allen.
And that's really been the story of the game, is just the ability to just wow. Shot doesn't count.
Shot doesn't count.
A charge.
Yeah.
But that's really been the story of the game, is rebounding. And we said it coming into it, and it.
And Oak Park defeats North Kansas City for the first time at home in 8 years. or 9 years now.
10 years. 2013. I mean, it's technically been
yeah.
a little bit less than 10 years, probably 9 years and like
9 and a
11
half
months.
years, yeah. And the second-ranked Northmen pick up a statement victory. A big win. They come to North Kansas City, and they essentially make it to where this conference runs through them. Adam Tanner putting the finishing touches on a night where Oak Park dominated the second half. They dominated the boards, and they go home victorious. 15 and a half seconds. We may see North Kansas City take a last-second shot, but that'll do it. 70-59 the count. And Gunnell's three, no good. And a show-me dunk. The unwritten rules have been broken from North Kansas City. 72-59. North Kansas City falls to the second-ranked Northmen. Goodbye and good night.